Hi, I am creating a new guide to help us understand how to love ourselves and others in a better, more empowered way. This guide is called Empowered Boundaries, a guide to safe relationships and self-trust. And as a part of this guide, I created this video. So if you don't have the guide and you're watching the video, please go download it. It's on my website under resources. It's also in the link tree on my social accounts. Um, I created this because I recently was listening to a podcast interview with a man named Joe Navarro. And Joe is a former FBI profiler, an expert in nonverbal communication. And he is kind of an expert, if you will, on understanding people, how to identify um, dangerous personalities. And it really got me thinking about kind of where we are right now and how more people need to understand this information. They need to have guides to walk them through it. They need to bring awareness to some of the subconscious patterns that they have that kind of perpetuate calling in these types of dangerous people. Um, a lot of times we will call in people that we need to learn a lesson from. And when it comes to dangerous people, narcissistic partners, gaslighting, things like that, those are all opportunities for us to stand in our power. It's opportunities for us to turn inward and to really truly understand what in me needs to heal so that I can empower myself, right? And so I'm going to walk you through a balance. It's a PSYCH-K balance, but we're going to use kind of a blend of NLP techniques and PSYCH-K to help you integrate a new belief when it comes to prioritizing ourselves and our needs and creating boundaries. So that's what the purpose of this video is. I'm going to walk you through kind of the steps of the process. I'm going to walk you through an actual balance so you can integrate it on a subconscious level. And I really want to know in the comments how you experienced this exercise because, PSYCH-K is one of those things that it's hard to describe because it's a felt experience. It's this literal shift in perspective or this knowing that comes over us that's really hard to articulate. And it does change our life. It does change our belief system. It does change our perspective. And so this practice can be used for anything aside from the PSYCH-K balance, because I'm getting permission from your higher self, permission from my higher self to actually integrate this belief. But you can use the visualization technique for anything. And so if you're ready to get started, make sure that you're somewhere comfortable, quiet, where you won't be disturbed. And let's get into it. So what we want to do is we want to start with awareness. We want to feel kind of calm, centered, and focused, right? So we're going to close our eyes, take a deep breath, settle into the moment. And if you need to take a couple breaths of just kind of feeling your feet on the floor, your butt in the seat, the air around you, the birds outside singing, just kind of become really present in the moment. Then what we're going to do is we're going to say, what do I want to change in how I prioritize myself and my needs? What areas of my life are feeling sticky or uncomfortable or sad or threatening? How do I feel about that? And I want you to take a piece of pen and paper and I want you to write out that story. I want you to say, I'll give you an example from my own life from this week. I felt really disconnected and hopeless. And so my statement was, I am disappointed and hopeless. What did I want to change in my life? I wanted to feel more connection. I wanted to feel hopeful in my relationships. And so I always ask my clients, okay, this is where you're at, right? I am disconnected and hopeless. What do you want instead? So write down what I want instead is, and then outline what that is, right? We want to be reflecting in this moment on how we value our own self-prioritization. What are the beliefs that we hold about it? And whether it's, you know, afraid of setting boundaries. We're saying no without guilt or feeling at ease, putting our needs first and knowing that we need to resource ourselves so that we can. I have this metaphor where we we fill our own cup and what is left over is on the saucer and we pour from the saucer, right? If we don't do that, we deplete ourselves. And so picture how you want to be in these moments. Picture yourself in the way that you want to show up when it comes to setting boundaries and prioritizing yourself. So once you have all that in mind, you've written down on the paper, feel free to pause the video if you need to take some time. We're going to visualize the new behavior. So we're going to look up to your right, and we're going to visualize ourselves like we're watching a movie. We're going to see ourselves choosing to honor our own needs and our own priorities in a calm, balanced, confident way. We're going to notice how this version of us moves us into feeling states of calm and self-assured and strong and confident. We're going to take in all the details. We're going to look at what our body language is like. What are the facial expressions of ourselves and others? What is the environment around us? Imagine prioritizing yourself in a way that feels completely natural. Okay. Eyes up to the right. We're visualizing. We're seeing it happen. We're finding one little way of how we can show up, right? Now we're going to step into the experience, into the felt sense of the experience. We're going to eyes open, gazing down to the right. We are going to feel what it's like prioritizing ourselves with no hesitation or guilt. We're going to notice any sensations we have in our body. Is there any pressure or tension or resistance to this? Get into a feeling of ease and empowerment and lightness in your felt experience of honoring your boundaries, of honoring prioritizing yourself. Allow those sensations to kind of flow through you, reinforcing this belief that it's okay and safe for you to put yourself first. Embracing this feeling allows us to create a new synergy between our mind and our body. If you have limiting beliefs arise, if you have stories that are like, well, it's not safe, I can't do that. If there's any to this process, please dig into why you feel that way. I have another guide, my 5 R's of transformation, which allow you to identify the limiting beliefs and really get to the root of why you believe that and repattern and rewire some of those things. And so if you do find yourself in this process and it is like, oh, real sticky and I don't feel comfortable, go download that guide and work through what's coming up. This is a process, right? This is not a one size fits all magic solution. This is the path to growth and the path to integration. So know that. If you need additional support, obviously reach out. What we're going to do next is we are going to cycle and refine, right? So we're going to repeat this cycle about 3 to 4 times, making small adjustments as needed. We're going to notice any beliefs or emotions that feel out of alignment with prioritizing our needs and ourselves and creating boundaries. We're going to adjust our visualization until it feels natural and authentic to us. The goal is to make this a behavior that aligns with our desire and worthiness in honoring our own needs. Okay, so we're going to, again, eyes up, visualizing this really being easy and effortless and supportive. We're going to look down and we're going to feel how that feels to communicate clearly and to prioritize our own needs and the ability for us to do that and be able to serve more people and serve our families and be more balanced and patient and present. Okay, doing that process a couple times. Okay, so maybe pause this video, go through that process, refine your experience, and then come back to me. Okay, so hopefully now you're all back. All right, here's where the integration happens. This is where we're going to actually walk you through a PSYCH-K balance. I want you to determine what belief it is that you want. Okay, I'm going to use the belief it is okay and safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs. I believe that that's a helpful belief for everybody. So if you want to take that belief, or you want to change it to make it your own, feel free to do so. Write it down. It is okay and safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs. It is okay and safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs. Once we have it written down, I want you to listen to the instructions of this video. You are going to pause while you are in the balance. Okay, I'm going to walk you through what that looks like. Once you feel integrated, you experience a physical, emotional, or a mental shift in the way that this is coming through for you. You can open your eyes, and what you're going to do is you're going to put all 10 fingertips together and hold this for about 30 to 60 seconds. Take a couple deep breaths. You can repeat the statement again. It is okay and safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs, and then resume the video. Okay, so walking you through the balance, you're going to come out of the balance, you're going to put your 10 fingertips together, you're going to hold that for 30 to 60 seconds, and then you can resume the video. Okay, so what we're going to do is everything kind of feet flat on the floor, nothing crossed, arms not crossed. We're going to look with our chin parallel to the floor, eyes open and looking down. Okay, you're going to say out loud the statement, "It is okay and safe for me to prioritize my needs." Ready? Go. Okay, now you are going to cross your left ankle over your right ankle. You are going to hold your arms out front of you. You're going to cross your right wrist over your left wrist. You're going to turn your palms facing inward, clasping your hands, lowering them into your lap, or curling them up toward your chest. This is called the new direction balance. And what you're going to do next is you're going to close your eyes and you're going to repeat the statement, "It is safe and okay for me to prioritize myself and my needs." It is okay and safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs. You can do this out loud or silently in your head. You're doing this until you experience a physical, emotional, or mental shift. Pause the video before you go forward, and then come out touching all 10 fingertips, holding that for about 30 to 60 seconds. So ankles are left over right, wrists are right over left, interlacing our fingers, closing our eyes, pausing the video. When you are ready, it is safe and okay for me to prioritize myself and my needs. You have as much time as you need. Okay, now that you're done with the balance, we've already kind of locked in the change. What we're going to do next is, again, post-testing, right? So uncross everything, eyes open, looking down. You're going to restate the statement, "It is okay and safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs." Ready? Go. And there you have it, folks. You've fully integrated this new belief. Time for celebration. What does this mean for you? When you believe it is okay and it's safe for me to prioritize myself and my needs, what does your life look like? How do you show up for yourself? Pick an action statement that you can do right now or within the next 24 hours that shows you that you are doing this now. This is your new reality. If you have questions, please let me know. And I can't wait to hear how you guys feel about this, and wishing you all of the self-prioritization that you deserve.